everybody, and today we're going to make a sniper gun. And it's going to look like this. Okay, the first thing you have to do is you have to roll like one of the short ones on this side right here. You roll it. Okay. Then, when you're done, if it's too fat, you just get in here and you just make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so when you're done, what you have to do is just tape it. Okay, so when you're done taping, you get the same piece of paper, but you do it on the opposite side, on this side, on the longer one. And you fold it again. Not fold it, roll it. Okay, so when you're done it, you just mostly tape it again. Okay, and when you're done taping, you mostly have to do the same thing. You roll it the same way. Okay, and if you want it perfectly good, you just have to look at the size. And if it's good, you have to tape it again. And it's going to look like this again. Okay, and what you do is now, you take all three of them and you put them kind of in like a sandwich way. And you tape them all together like this. One minute. Okay, right, so you tape it. Okay, and when you're done taping, it's just going to look like this. Okay, the next thing, what you have to do is, you have to take this piece of paper and roll it the shorter way, like this way. done, if it's too fat, you can just go inside and like twist it so it's going to be shorter. Okay, and when you're done, you just have to tape it. Okay, when you're done taping, take your scissors and cut it in half. Okay, then if this part is showing out, you can just tape it again. And then I would recommend taking the longer part, because we're gonna have like this right here. Okay, then what you do is take this, and you put this somewhere close to the middle, and you tape it. Okay, one moment. Okay, so yeah, it's gonna look like this. It's gonna look like that, like I showed you. And then, if you want it to be stronger, you cut it out this part. And mostly, the next thing you have to do is, mostly you have to cut out one of these, like this. And how to do it is, mostly roll this piece of paper on this side. Okay, then it's going to look like this, and you have to tape it. Ow! Oh, sorry for that ow. Okay, so yeah, you have to tape it. Okay, when you're done, it's going to look like this. And you have to take your scissors and cut it in half. I would recommend taking the longer part on this one. And then take your gun and look, you take this and attach them together. I mean, tape them together. Okay, so when you're done, it's going to look like this. If it's too long for you, you can cut it. Okay, and it's going to look like this. the next thing what you have to do is just put this away close to you and then take your piece of paper and roll it this way. Okay, and then take your gun and look if it fits. If it does, then tape it and put it in. If it doesn't, you have to make another one. Like for me right now, it doesn't really work, so I'm going to have to make another one, or I can make it smaller. I recommend for you to make it smaller by doing this. Then you look in, mostly, yeah, you have to do this. Then, if it fits and you want it to be a little bit longer, yeah, a little bit longer, what you have to do is mostly do this if you want it shorter. Yeah, and when you're done and it's good, like to fit in, you can just tape it. Okay. And when you're done, it's going to look like this. And what you do is, you take another piece of paper, and you take your scissors and cut out a circle. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be not perfect. It can be icky. It doesn't matter what it is mostly. What matters is the gun. If you do the gun long, your thing is going to be long. Okay, I made mine like this because I wanted to. And then what you do is put it on here like this and tape it. And tape it. Okay, so when you're done taping, mostly you take this and this and you have to put it in this hole right here. And you just put it in. It doesn't matter if it doesn't fit or not. Okay, and then you have to mostly do the same thing. You have to take this piece of paper and fold and roll it this way. Okay, and then you just look. If it fits, you can do it. If it doesn't, you can't. Do it. tape it again. Okay, when you're done taping, it's going to look like this. And what you have to do is take a piece of paper and cut a circle. It doesn't have to be too big or too small, but it has to fit your mostly lid. Okay, so what you do is you take this and this and you just put it right here on the top, and you have to tape it. Okay, and when you're done, mostly you have to take this and stuff it. You don't have to stuff it, but if it doesn't fit, you can stuff it, or you're going to have to make a new one. Mine works because I did it properly, and you just stick it in here. It's supposed to stick a little bit out, but it doesn't really have to. And you see, look, this part got covered up. The rectangle got covered up. That's because I put this thing in, and that's supposed to happen. Okay, so the next thing is, what you have to do is just put this away close to you, and take your piece of paper, and you have to roll it this way. Okay, if it's too fat, you can just do this, but it can't be too small, because then it's not going to work. Done. Okay, so what you do is when you're done, well, okay, I'm just looking, you just have to make it the size of this, and it's going to be like right here. You have to cut it mostly right here. You have to cut it right here. Okay. Okay, then when you're done, you mostly have to do the same thing. Take your piece of paper and roll it this way. Okay, when you're done is, if you want it to be the size of this one, you just have to look at it and do it. But if it's too fat, you can make it smaller. But I would recommend to make it like this. Okay, and when you're done deciding, you just have to tape it. Okay, and done doing it, you just make it parallel so it stands like this, and you cut it. Must be like this. Then you look if it's straight enough. If it's straight, you're good. If it's not, then you have to cut it, or you can just leave it. The next part, what we have to do, we're just gonna have to do these parts, the holding parts. Okay, then you take your gun, and you mostly have to put it right here like this. Then take it, and you mostly put it like this. Okay, then it's going to look like this. If you want it to be better, you mostly have to tape it better. But I recommend to leave it like this. Now what you have to do is take the other part and stick it right here. The same way. Okay, and then you have to tape it again. And yeah, you tape it like this, and you mostly put it like this. Then what you do is take your tape. Okay, I'm very sorry for that. Okay, what you have to do is, okay, okay, one moment please. Okay, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, yeah, and you saw this, so you have to just tape it. Okay, yeah, so you tape it, make that go like this, and then it's going to look like that. And if you want it to hold better, you have to do this. Take this piece of tape, it doesn't have to be the same as mine, but just do this, and done. And it's going to look like this. Okay, then just put this away somewhere close to you, and then you take your scissors and take a paper and you just cut like a rectangle and cut it out. It's mostly going to be one of these, but a lot smaller. Okay, and it's going to look like this. And what you do is you just take your gun and put it in here. Okay, and when you want to take the bullet out, you just do this. And it's going to fall out. Okay, now I'm going to show you how it shoots. It's going to shoot like this. Look, you take your gun, take this back, and this thing is going to open. Then you put your bullet in and push it back. Then you just do this. Okay. You just do this. And it shoots. Well, it doesn't really shoot. You have to take a lot of practice to make it shoot. Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit broken. This is a little bit broken one. But I'm sure you can make a better bullet than me. Okay, so the series is done. I showed you how to make this gun. And subscribe. I think it's going to be cool for you. Okay, bye. Bye.